It is finally live. Hello, this is another episode of Billy and Friends, and I'm here with Florence, so it's going to be a bit of a small stream unless we get more people in. So you can introduce yourself, Florence.
Oh, hey, this is it's me again. Happy to be here again.
Okay, tell them what you do.
I usually do um just kind of art, sometimes whatever I feel like, but I've been kind of getting a lot of commissions lately, and I've been meaning to kind of say that yeah, I've kind of closed off, but I'm still if you like what I do, then yeah, then that's pretty cool. But um, think I might open up commissions again in a few months or so when I have a little bit less stuff to do. But yeah,
Oh yeah, because you're still doing my commission, right?
yeah.
Okay, like is that difficult or is it pretty simple?
No, it shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah, because you know what Puritans look like, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like with
basically,
that
yeah,
the
pilgrims
big
hat.
old cone-ish hat.
Yeah, kind of like what you'd see on a scarecrow or something similar to a witch's hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's funny you were talking about a horror film because, yeah, I kind of want to watch the Amityville Horror again, the original movie from the 70s, because that's a good one. It's a classic
Oh yeah,
because
I've
it's
never.
based off a true story.
Yeah, honestly, I think the true story is actually really interesting because there's a lot of these like really small things that you never really. I've only seen the remake of it, and honestly, I was a little bit disappointed they never put in like the small things that were in the movie. Like, yeah,
Well, the remake
um,
is is kind of a big detractor from like the book and the novel, the original movie.
yeah,
Like there are no demons really in the remake, whereas in the original film, there's hint that there is very heavy demonic activity happening, which is very similar to the book. Like there are parts of the film that kind of are for people who have read the book, because I think they were on the idea that you don't have to really add context to it. It's just like if you read the book, you get what's going on.
yeah.
Yeah. And then of
Uh,
course, it's a horror movie where the dog doesn't get murdered.
oh yeah, the original movie.
Yeah, because in most horror films, that's a trope.
Yeah, that even happened in the first Conjuring movie. That's
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
well, Meta.
that's a trope. Yeah, first
Meta, how's it going?
Hi.
Um, why you sound like that?
Bored?
Why are you bored?
I'm always bored.
Okay. Well, anyway, since we have a third person, I was thinking that we could talk about like the whole Crunchyroll fiasco. If you guys saw that,
Yeah.
I'm aware of it, but I couldn't give less of a shit.
you can give less of a shit. What? Do you not watch anime, Meta?
I watch it on Toonami, but I don't have Crunchyroll.
Okay. I mean, I don't have Crunchyroll either. It's just the story is interesting because people are talking about it due to the whole potential infestation of social justice into anime subculture.
I think they've been there for a while.
Uh, uh, maybe some fan subs, but most of the time, a lot of it, I don't know, anime seemed kind of a little bit untouched because it's a foreign country, so they have the whole cultural relativism on their side. But with this, I mean, most of the focal point comes from one of the top writers happens to be extremely radical. and kind of seems out of her mind.
Yeah, we're talking about Kate Leth, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if it was me, I would be fired and blacklisted from all of the entertainment industry for making tweets like that directed at women.
Yeah, she's especially that tweet against like Stan Lee. It's honestly, if Marvel is still wanting her on there, I don't know how they haven't seen that tweet or haven't.
At this point, I don't expect smart decisions from Marvel Comics.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait, Meta, is that you from Nurkish's Discord, or is this a different Meta?
No. Meta is the different guy. My name is Mata Nui.
Oh, okay. Sorry. For some reason, I thought you were Meta from Nurkish's Discord. It's like, what's wrong with your voice? Okay. So that's cool. So, like, what do you do, like Mata Nui?
I don't really do anything on YouTube besides comment.
Well, outside of YouTube, then what do you normally do?
Play Metal Gear Solid 5.
Okay. Yeah, my brother played number 1, but I haven't played any of the other games.
I've been meaning to play one of the Metal Gear Solid games, but I was thinking of starting off with the very, very first one for the NES, I think. Because I know I can actually get an emulator for it to just kind of download it and actually start playing it. So, that might... Oh, no, wait, I actually got it already. So, yeah, I should probably get to it.
Yeah, I should try playing some more stealth games sometimes. Just I've never played too many aside from Skyrim has a bit.
Right now, I'm just using it to kill time for Spider-Man.
For what? Spider-Man?
Yeah, it comes out Friday.
Like game?
Next Friday.
What's a game?
Yeah, the Spider-Man PS4.
Okay. I might have seen that.
Yeah, I've seen a few trailers for it. It looks pretty cool, but I don't think me and my brother are gonna get an Xbox until like Christmas or so.
Wait, it's Xbox only?
Oh no, wait, PlayStation 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, have people say it's good though?
Not sure. I don't think they came out with any reviews so far.
I saw a story that's saying the review embargo is next week.
Okay.
They're
So
having
people are gonna
reviews because they're not letting people review it yet.
So as in people are gonna purchase it, and then if it bombs, they still make their money. Yeah, but back on the whole Crunchyroll subject, it's just like, the amount of unprofessionalism, the fact that the trailer literally kind of is literally mainly about the fact that it's diverse and stuff. It's just like there's no byline to the show. And not only that, the pitch that they gave sounds like a bunch of other anime that we've already seen. Like, whether it's My Hero Academia or like Ruby or like Harry Potter, basically, if you look at American novels.
Yeah, I think I've actually said this in Yellow Flash's Discord, but Ruby, the difference between High Guardian Spice and Ruby is that Ruby actually showed like 4 trailers before they even got to the production of...
And it's not full of social justice.
Yeah, then the people
probably actually talked about Ruby instead of needless bullshit.
Yeah. They never really the people behind Ruby, they were never really self-aggrandizing. It actually did seem like they wanted to make a show
Yeah, you mean they aren't total narcissists with a victimhood complex?
No, not really.
Well, yeah, hence why the show lasted for so long. But this, it's like it's literally the only thing they describe is that it's a Harry Potter ripoff or My Hero Academia. It's like anime schools is like sorry schools for like anime characters, even like special supernatural schools are like so common in the genre, and they don't even get into specifics of what makes a difference. So it's like already the pitch and trailer looks bad. So it's like the only thing they had to say about it was essentially how woke it was.
Yeah. I know that the anime, it's actually based off of I think it's based off of a web comic that actually took the designs of Madoka and actually used them for the characters, and for the show like they couldn't have that, so they just ended up kind of redesigning the characters with the Madoka design in it. And when you compare like the main girl in High Guardian Spice to Madoka, it's just like no contest. Like Madoka just looks 1,000 times better. I gotta be honest.
Well, they also aren't using cheap Steven Universe style animation
Yeah,
because it's like yeah, it's like nowadays you have all these cartoons using this very similar Cal Arts inspired style of animation. It looks really terrible.
yeah. This would probably be like way better if this were on what if this were on uh well, not way better, but it would have at least made more.
It would be better.
If it were on Netflix or Hulu or any other streaming service, then yeah, but Crunchyroll, nah.
Well, I mean, Netflix already has its own issue with like catering to these like social justice ideologues, but I mean, it depends because like their anime is actually still made by the Japanese, whereas this was actually an attempt at making like an American anime or something like that.
And it kind of failed at it because it's like, at least with Ruby, they kind of tried to, and then by the fourth season or fifth season, they kind of changed their look a little bit, but it still looks a little bit like 3D anime, the way that you usually see it nowadays. Whereas this just looks way too westernized. That's what Lost Pause said in his video that I saw today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, they're not really like giving me a lot to really see about the like there's not really a lot to go off of in terms of the show. I just kind of wish that they had just released like even just a teaser would have been a little bit better, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, the biggest problem is the video barely talks about the show. It just like brags about its all female writers. It's like I don't care. Tell me about the show if you want me to even consider watching it.
Yeah, it's like all female writers. Like the funny thing is they called it 50-50 and it's like all the writers are female though. And it's like that's not exactly 50-50.
Yeah, I actually just saw this meme of Kate Leth. I don't know. This is like an Overwatch meme, but she looks like one of the characters. I already put it in Yellow Flash's Discord, but I don't know if you can recognize who that is. The one in the purple hair.
Sombra?
No, not Sombra. It's like a huge one of the tank characters who's the female tank characters.
Arya?
Uh,
My brother plays Overwatch. I tried it twice and I thought it was dull as shit.
yeah, Zarya. Yeah, she looks like fucking Zarya from Overwatch.
Huh. Yeah, especially not a lot of people in Yellow Flash Discord watch Overwatch since they're huge into Power Rangers.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get the because I know that there's some what was it, some trade paperbacks at my comic book store, but they only have like volumes 2 and 3. I don't know if I should just like get those instead of just like waiting for the first one.
Oh, first what?
The first volume for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because they sell the second volume and the third volume, but I don't know if I should get them if there's like an overarching story.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of oh, what?
What are you about to say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say that. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about High Guardian Spice. Really.
Okay, we got a new person. This is Blue
Yo.
Dragon.
Oh hey.
Greetings.
How's it going, Blue Dragon?
Fine yourselves.
Oh, fine. So, what is your thoughts on this whole Crunchyroll fiasco?
Well, I don't think I have much new to add besides that. Well, what am I supposed to get hyped about? I mean, they didn't tell me anything about the show or the story or the
All we know is that it looks like a Harry Potter ripoff and like a bunch of different school anime that's already happened. But with girls, which is a very common thing actually, where you have girl main characters. I mean, it's like, isn't there something called like My Witch Academia or something, or My Little Witch Academia?
I think it's Little Witch Academia.
Sorry, yeah, Little Witch Academia,
Yeah.
which is kind of like
Yeah,
My Hero
I-
Academia, but
I
for-
watched Ababen literally titled his video on it that he basically called it a ripoff of something called of Little Witch Academia.
Oh, he called what a ripoff of it?
My memory just kind of sucks, but he was talking about High Guardian Spice.
Okay, well, it makes sense because Little Witch Academia is just a story about a witch who goes to school for witches. When Americans, funny enough, made a show called The Worst Witch or whatever, and it's kind of almost very similar to that, just that it's live action. But I guess, I guess people can't be that original when you have to be woke and stuff. That's all you need to be successful, apparently.
I just don't know why people are still trying this shit.
Because to them, they can't separate their politics from their ability to create. So they basically produce very bad forms of propaganda and stuff. And because it's a crusade to them, they just don't know when to
It
stop.
even
So-
defeats the purpose of propaganda.
Well, yes, but they're really terrible at it. But essentially, it's like it's to the point where these people basically have to kind of be like taken out of the industry because they basically won't stop. Like they'll literally bring the entire industry down with them if they could. But yeah, so basically a bunch of people are now like canceling their subscriptions to Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I think it was Zigibro who said that a lot of people were putting money into Crunchyroll so that they could actually improve their network, and instead they just went and did this.
Well, it's the only like authorized. It's like one of the few only authorized anime websites, right? To stream a whole bunch of anime.
Yeah.
Because is there another big one, or I can't remember?
I don't think so. Other than Netflix and Hulu, like the only one that's like really strictly for anime is just Crunchyroll.
Okay, that's too bad.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I used Crunchyroll at one point, and I remember that I kind of wanted to go back because I didn't quite catch what one of the characters said, and it just would not let me rewind in the same way that Netflix does, which, or no, not Netflix, or well, yeah, Netflix, but also YouTube.
It wouldn't let it load.
Most video sharing websites let you rewind it a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really annoying.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
Crunchyroll still using like a Flash player as its video player? At least that's what I recall hearing.
Yeah, DigiBro actually said that, yeah, Crunchyroll still uses Flash for their uh, for their video player. Yeah.
So they're going old school.
I think they've always kind of been that way, though.
Yeah, I miss the good old days back when it was so much easier to like watch anime online without them coming after the copyright.
Yeah. Personally, though, like, when I used to kind of watch anime, I gotta be honest, I kind of just like, for stuff like Neon Genesis Evangelion, where I couldn't at all find it, even if there were DVDs of it, I couldn't afford them. I would just go on like some other website and just like stream it there, because it's like, no, am I gonna pay like $100 or so for like one DVD case of it?
I don't
Yeah.
like to put
Yeah.
money down for something I'm not already convinced I'm going to at least enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks like that's gonna bomb, and then of course I think Battlefield 5 completely fell apart too. So there's another victory.
Oh yeah, I hear EA stock went down and that they're delaying the game's release.
Well, yeah. I mean, everyone already. So many people already hate EA, but with how they exploit their NFL license and the fact that Disney gave them exclusive rights to Star Wars, which is insane.
Very much
Been
so.
away recently.
What?
I heard Disney revoked the license recently.
Well, if they did, that's really good because EA, like their only claim to fame, I think, was the Battlefront games. I think
I actually have that game. I bought it for single player.
But yeah, it's like Battlefront 1 and 2. They're really good games. But the rest of the track record with EA is not that great.
Yeah,
Wasn't it Paradigmic Studios that made the original 2 Battlefronts, and then EA closed them down just in time for Christmas before they could finish their last game, which I believe
Well,
was
that's true, man.
Saboteur.
Sucks.
Crisis. Played 2 and played all 3 of them, and 3 is actually the most disappointing one out of all of them.
Yep.
You're talking about the
Crisis.
Crisis.
Yeah, the third one is way too short. It could have easily been a DLC for Crisis 2. That's how short it is.
Yeah. Well, also, because then there was a whole issue with Steam as well, where Steam also got heat because they were trying to impose anti-porn laws or something like that.
Oh yeah, I think Steam's kind of been a little bit. I've kind of know a little bit of what Steam's been trying to do. Like, didn't they try to do some stuff with Doki Doki Literature Club or?
I had no idea.
Hmm.
All I know is that there are parts of them that are pretty woke and stuff, and that tends to be very bad for business.
Yeah. Let me see. I can't really think of like one company that hasn't gone really woke though. Aside from, if we're talking comics, Alterna, I think.
And from what I hear, they're already trying to kill it.
Yeah, because Peter Simeti, he actually is a good guy who tries to be politically neutral, and they can't have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even like added what's his face, Kieran whatever. Added him just to, like ranting at him. Like I normally don't do that, but for him it's actually a very special case because he was calling Samedi an alt-righter, and that's just like really unappreciated,
What
at least in my opinion.
are you talking about?
They've redefined that so many times. I'm not even convinced it exists.
Oh, sorry. Say that again. Like, who was being called an alt-righter?
Peter Samedi, the guy who runs Alterno Comics or does comics.
That idiot who the person who posted that tweet that like that calling them alt-right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really stupid. And then you have like this kind of recent drama involving like a Comicsgate stream where someone apparently got ejected from the stream, and now Fat Panther's like really mad.
I haven't
Fat
really heard
Panther's
about that.
spurging out now.
I haven't really heard about that one, so
Wait, you know Fat Panther, right?
I know him. I just haven't heard about what happened.
Well, he's still apparently pissed and angry with Comicsgate, which he thinks that's all a cash grab, and he like really dislikes diversity in comics. I think hates Ethan Van Sciver now.
Mm.
Like he basically hates all the people who are associated with Comicsgate that are doing Indiegogo projects for like independent comics.
Mm.
Like I know he retweeted a person like thinking that Ethan Van Sciver is like conning people. And then he also threatened to sue Cecil over like using a meme called Cash Grab and basically wanting to make a comic book out of it. And then like he threatened to sue him saying he made like the original Cash Grab meme, which like was a reference to using Steven Crowder's Change My Mind joke and basically saying Comicsgate's a cash grab, change my mind. That was like what the meme was.
Yeah, I saw that meme.
Yeah,
but
now he's accusing Cecil of stealing his idea, and we're kind of like, you technically stole that from Steven Crowder and stuff.
Wait, you told him that, or someone else?
Multiple people told him that.
Uh,
Yeah. So now he's kind of like all like F Comicsgate. He also like follows people who are also highly critical of Comicsgate as well.
To be fair, I would actually call myself buddies with Fat Panther, and I even did a little bit of art for him. But I mean, how do I put this without being like really? Because I actually do respect the guy, and I would, I think I'll probably just tell him in private because I'm not gonna like say this out in the open,
Yeah, it just seems like something's better not done in public where everyone can see it.
Well, I'm just talking about stuff he posts on Twitter for everyone to see.
I don't even know what. I saw the meme because someone posted it to Yellow Flash's Discord. I don't even know what happened, so I can't.
Well, Well, it's all part of the fallout from like the whole argument between Ethan Van Sciver, Douglas Ernst, and Captain Cummings, because Captain Cummings got mad at Ethan Van Sciver for what he thought was gatekeeping, because Ethan Van Sciver kind of worded a tweet like a company should do well by basically banning all SJWs from ever joining the company, which came off as gatekeeping to some people and stuff. And that made Captain Cummings mad. Captain Cummings made a tweet saying he doesn't he's like not going to buy Cyberfrog and kind of like said it sucks or something like that. And then Douglas Ernst and him got into like a little a stream together to discuss their disagreements. So the fallout was that some of like DNC's fans or something began attacking like Captain Cummings and Douglas Ernst and stuff, and then it basically culminated in Fat Panther getting really angry and accusing Comicsgate of being simply a cash grab, so he quit. And so now he's like really angry and has a vendetta against Comicsgate.
Captain Cummings?
No, Fat Panther. Like Fat Panther basically feels that Ethan Van Sciver and DNC's fan base have attacked him and his friends, so he now hates Comicsgate and thinks that it's become like basically like a
Most
scam.
of us
or a
aren't
con.
even making money off of this.
What?
Most of us aren't even making money off of this.
He's complaining about like people like Ethan Van Sciver, DNC's like Indiegogo projects, thinking that it's become a cash grab for these like creators.
Well, I will say this. The art looks a bit too good to be a cash grab. You know, if it was a cash grab, you think it would be cheaper on art, you know, like Squirrel Girl or something.
Well, yeah, that makes sense too. That's just the point. It's just that he's just right now really angry, and he then complained about someone being ejected on a stream, saying that they weren't for free speech and stuff. And I had to comment saying that he's been caught blocking people for pissing him off and stuff, which makes him look like a massive hypocrite and stuff. Like if you're blocking people on Twitter, that's basically silencing someone as well.
The block button is so abused. It's really only for people who repeatedly cause.
Well, the thing is, you just need to mute. That's the thing is, you can just mute someone. And you don't have to block them.
Yeah,
they won't show up on your notifications.
I mean, yeah, I've personally muted some people, but personally, I just mute like SJWs to be like, and I mean like hardcore SJWs, the ones who were kind of like, if they found out I was Comicsgate, then they wouldn't talk to me. They would just be constantly like, oh, this, and would not.
Yeah, I mute people who basically are just wasting my time with their SJW nonsense.
Exactly.
I mean, if I get into an argument with someone, I won't immediately mute them. It's just if it keeps going on and they're continually acting stupid, then I just mute them.
Exactly.
But that's just the thing. It's just that, so he's been caught blocking people, which when you complain about free speech, you kind of look like a hypocrite if you're going around blocking people. If you're going to complain about someone ejecting someone from a stream, because blocking someone is basically the equivalent of ejecting someone from a stream because you didn't like what they had to say. But yeah, so basically, he's been kind of spurting out on Twitter to the point where it's just getting really ridiculous and annoying, where he's kind of essentially like retweeting stuff that basically anyone who's taking a shot at Comicsgate, he's kind of starting to retweet and stuff.
I don't mean to be rude, but this sounds really immature.
Oh, in what way?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. It just sounds a little immature to me.
Oh, you mean like it makes Fat Panther seem immature?
Yeah, I probably shouldn't be saying this on a live stream. No.
Well, I don't think he's gonna see it anyway, and it's like he's not on Yellow Flash's Discord. But it's just, I don't know. But again, he made all his tweets public, so it's like, that's just what happens when you make your tweets public and stuff. And
yeah, I don't tweet out at all because there's unless it's a reply to someone that's like,
yeah. But it's like, but for him, it's like, I guess, I told him that that basically, Captain Cummings is kind of off YouTube now just because he doesn't have time. And, Douglas Ernst has already moved on from the whole controversy. So he's kind of like now like the only person who's constantly looking for something to be like sore about with Comicsgate.
Oh, hold on. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Because, apparently Captain Cummings is off YouTube now. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys follow him.
Yeah, I barely watch his YouTube channel.
Okay, how about you, Blue Dragon?
Yeah, I think it's been a while since I watched anything from him. Can't recall the last time I watched something from him.
Yeah, so he basically.
You kind of cut out there. Oh,
Are zombies attacking?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep.
yeah, you kind of cut out there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think the mic got unplugged. But what I was saying was that he basically, yeah, apparently doesn't have time to make videos anymore, so he has kind of left YouTube.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think I'm gonna probably head out. Gotta do some chores, but I'll see you guys later.
Okay, see ya.
Later.
See ya.
Yeah, so what are your guys' opinions on these like Indiegogo campaigns? Like, are any you like the most?
I don't know much. I can't back them because Indiegogos don't take PayPal.
Oh, yeah, I think you have to use a card.
But
Yeah, how about you, Blue Dragon?
Yeah, that looks good for some of them, but I'm more interested in the story. I'm pretty much a story person myself, and so haven't really backed any of them.
Yeah,
yeah.
apparently someone on Nurkish's Discord showed that if you actually look closely, all of the characters and Jawbreakers apparently look almost a lot like Marvel characters. Like they have a Luke Cage ripoff in the comic book.
well, it's drawn by a Marvel artist, so
Yeah, but people were joking, said they could have tried to make the characters look at least, a little more different.
yeah. I haven't looked at the art that much.
It's okay. It's nothing too special, in my opinion. I mean, like Cyberfrog has better artwork, but it's just kind of like it sounds like both it and Jawbreakers are kind of like those comic books that seem pretty 90s esque. So I'm not sure if the story's going to be all that great.
Well, even if it's just dumb fun, it'll be better than some of the stuff I've heard about from Marvel Comics lately.
Yeah, which is kind of sad because, it sucks when comic books have to become no substance because it's that bad.
Yeah, given its popcorn level entertainment, you'll like read it while eating some popcorn or something. If its D turns out to be like that. So it's a simple actions 90s story.
It depends, yeah. I mean, there are good 90s stories, but then there's just like the cheap, super action and violent 90s stories.
I don't know much about like comics in the '90s. I just know they got really weird, and Invisible Woman had a costume that did not fit her at all.
Yeah. Well, that's the 90s for you. Like, I think also the 90s created like a guy called like Gunfire or whatever, and his
Like
whole
the
deal was
costume would have been fine on a character that was known to flaunt her sexuality, but not the Invisible Woman.
but she's invisible, meaning like the clothes go invisible.
And that also kills the point of it. It's like, why bother making it?
Yeah. But like one of the funnier characters from the 90s, like Gunfire or something like that, and his whole deal was like he could turn anything into a gun. As in, it's like he would pick up like say an inanimate object and it would fire off like a concussive force or a projectile, kind of like a gun.
Okay, then. That's useful, if not kind of weird.
Yeah, it is pretty weird. It is pretty interesting and weird, yeah. But it was kind of the 90s where that's when like the Doom Patrol really took off as well. And yeah, Doom Patrol is a pretty weird team of heroes. So like what games are you guys playing now?
Right now, I'm playing Metal Gear Solid 5.
Okay, how about you, Blue Dragon?
Let's see. There was a bit of Doom. Let's see. What was that one other game I've been playing? Forget the other name
That
of
the
it.
Doom
Now I
that
have it. Mountain Blade
triggered a
Warband.
bunch of people. Was that the Doom that triggered a bunch of people?
No, this was Doom 2016. I'm not sure if it triggered anyone then, but I believe the new one that did trigger some people would be what was the name? Doom Eternal?
Yeah,
Something like that.
I'm going to keep an eye on that one. I'm just waiting for it to release because I'm kind of done pre-ordering shit.
So you guys played Skyrim?
No, my brother played it and it bored the hell out of him.
Huh.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. Because I mean, the game allows you to create like your fantasy character and kind of level him up as he explores this open world. It's like there are kind of many different options to go for. Like you could be a pure warrior, pure mage, or a bit of both, or go into alchemy. Like right now, I'm like trying to play a spell sword, which means I have to like evenly divide up how much health I'm getting, and also like picking which skills I want to specialize in. Yeah. But apparently there's an Elder Scrolls Online or some Elder Scrolls game coming out in the next year or so. I don't know. What games were you guys interested in seeing that were coming out?
Right now, like obviously Spider-Man and Spyro.
Okay. How about you, Blue Dragon?
Well, wondering when Mountain Blade the Bannerlord will get released, because I heard some pretty interesting things about that. But no release date so far for it.
Oh, that's cool. Well, don't have too much else to really say and stuff for now and stuff. This was intended to be a really short stream, so don't worry, guys. So anyway, guys, this has been another cool stream, or a short stream. So if you guys like what you saw here, then just hit the like button, subscribe. This is another episode of Billy and Friends.